Greetings, fellow Dreadfort members. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, The Darkest Ages. Episode 41. The forest is cursed with hordes of dead. So Provoke Pitgate is way over here behind the advanced psychic rituals. So not something that I'm likely going to be able to use anytime soon. Yeah, swimming through a river at negative 14C. Yeah, just RimWorld things. God, how many mental breaks are you gonna have, Mike? All of them, obviously. Oh, and Sean doing the same thing. Destroying wooden tailoring tools. Okay, that's fine. Let's build another one. Why is everyone so bummed? They were drafted into a cave full of entity horrors for like an entire day. They were not happy about that situation. You know what, Mike? I guess I'll build you a new bed, but like, you don't deserve it. Like, straight up, you destroyed your own bed. You dummy. And some of them were probably really hungry, too. In fact, I don't think it necessarily would be a bad idea for me to increase the amount of meals I have on available. I'll go up to 20, or potentially up to 30, or 29. So some people like Sean and Mike are not of our ideology, so they're upset because of that, because of ideological differences. And then Ginger is in pain, and, you know, so on and so forth. So the current priority right now is to build the west bridge and replace limbs. So the replacing limbs task is pretty straightforward. We're going to want to mine up the compacted machinery that is available to us. Oh, bye-bye, Pitgate. And mine up the steel available to us. So I'm going to release the zoning restriction because it really it's not required anymore. Serenity is unrestricted, and then Dom will be set to close. No, Dom will be set to island, because actually he can haul now, can't he? Hang on. Animals. No, you're being trained to haul. Okay, so you stay on the island. I'm going to repaint the closed zone. So the closed zone will no longer contain the eastern forest, but it will contain the bridges. Alright, so that's the new close zone. So the brawlers that are in armor that don't move very fast stay close. Everyone else can move around. Sean, I'm going to keep you close too. And Ginger, I'm going to keep you close because you're both septuagenarians. No, you're not 70 yet, but you both move very, very slow. So all of the potential compacted machinery that we have available to us on the surface is going to get mined out for the purpose of turning into mechanical limbs. And then we'll try to finish this bridge. So the rest of this heavy bridge building task is getting done now. Yeah, my conversion rituals have been not great. They've been fails. Can I do a normal conversion, Sean? I could try, but it won't really matter. He does have high loss factor, though. The reason why I don't think it will matter is their ideology is a proselytizer, and proselytizers that think apostasy is abhorrent are very, very, very hard to convert. So if I did a regular convert on him, it's 15%, which then he will regain by the time the cooldown's off. Cooldown. So there's virtually no point to try to convert a proselytizer. Hungry pen animals. And the kingdom wants my help with something? Yeah, I mean, no, it's not going to happen. I'm going to move corn into the, because apparently I'm at a hay grass. I'm not sure what happened to my hairgrass. I feel like it disappeared way faster than I had expected. But, I'll put corn into the animal pens for now. And then we'll just have to grow even more hay grass come next year. Can we imprison and convert? No. It's against the rules. Rules. No recruiting prisoners. So, if I imprison them, I have to release them. It's done. We don't imprison for purposes of that nature. It's part of the trouble. It's part of why it's this whole scenario is difficult. It's entirely by design. Can we make a greenhouse? Nope. There's the masterwork. Okay, Sean, you're trading up. Whatever happened to that longsword? Let's actually try to make a plasteel longsword. Use all the plasteel we have. It'd probably be best for me to wait for an inspiration, but I'm going to make one now anyway. Just with the hope that it comes out amazing. Is that the first book we have? Funny enough, we're like not allowed to read it. But we at least can make a bookcase. I'll make two of them. And yes, we can allow guests in again. You're right. Safe again for them. So, miners. Klein. Klein's probably not allowed to go anywhere where the mines are. So I'm going to allow him. I'm going to just have a special exception. So the closed zone will be the 2 component zones. Because if we want mechanical limbs, we're going to need that. Now, we do have a lot of bioferrite, but I don't want to spend the bioferrite making components if we can just, like, mine it up for now. Yes, Sean will be a pain, just like Mike. It's by design. Can you guys haul the stuff in here is important. The animals are like starving and nobody's willing to move the vegetables where they need to be. Here we go. No, not there. Roy, I'm just gonna make you... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Finally, we're moving corn to where they need to be. And I'll just have to micromanage that to make sure that they have enough food. Yep, they already ate all of that. Do it again. The one thing I could do is, I could zone my porcupine to, like, an area of the forest which has nutrients for them to graze on, because they are zonable. They're not requiring pens. I'll only do that if it looks like I'm really running out of veg. Because I could always fall back on pemmican or cooking fine meals out of salted meat or something, because I have so much salted meat. I'm not that worried about the food shortage, because it's only food shortage for vegetables, which is not a big deal considering we're sitting on almost 4,000 salted meat, which won't spoil. Matic, you're holding me in suspense. Oh, there we go. Finally working on that sword again. So once that sword's done, we are going to work on the mechanical legs. We're going to make 3 of them. 1 for Sean, 1 for Ginger, 1 for Roy. And then once those are done, we can consider if we have any lower than 90% efficiency limbs anywhere else, we can replace those as well. So we can make arms, fingers, feet, hands, toes, legs. And then noses, I think, or was that in? Yeah, and noses, which, I mean, who cares? It's cosmetic, mostly. So taking a stock of what we need. We need a nose for Manic. I didn't recall Manic losing a nose, so he must have lost that nose recently. So we'll queue up a intricate nose for him, which is actually really cheap. It's just a little silver, little steel. So that leg needs replacing, because a mechanical one is going to be more efficient than the 90 is better than 85. Plus, that's painful too. And then same with Sean's, even more so, because he's pain and 2 scars and lower efficiency. And then this artificial leg will go from 75 to 90. That foot is still higher than 90%. It is aching though, so there is a little bit of an argument to replace that foot with a mechanical one. And we'll lose 1% efficiency, but we'll also lose 4% pain. And that's it. Ears are possible too, but they don't make you able to hear. They just are pretty. So if you take a look at the intricate noses, their intricate noses don't restore your nose function. They just make your nose look pretty for negotiation and social impact. The same is true of eyes. They don't restore function. Right? Body part efficiency is 0. They just make it so that you know, it's like a glass eye. And the same is true of the ears. It doesn't restore any function, it just looks pretty. So I could do that for those with hearing loss, but it would make them deaf, which is, I think, worse. I'd rather have them hard of hearing than deaf, especially given that they are a negotiator. We do have a ritual opportunity soon. Tomorrow. And that has a small chance to restore one of the kidneys that we've lost. If it's a positive outcome and we get lucky. And Klein's been mining. Nice. I may need to have him granted access to being able to mine the steel up here as well. So I'll issue that as close. Because we don't really have any other miners now. Major was, I think, the only other miner. No? Was it Matic? Oh yeah, it was Matic. Who obviously has a role now, so he doesn't mind. Oh, I thought it was the Masterwork sword. So the sword is excellent. That's definitely going to be better than the swords we already have. It just wasn't higher quality. So this is a 14.27, 44 pen. Compared to your Dane axe, it is better. So let's switch from Dane to sword, and then someone else can take your Dane. So this Dane axe is 10.4, 46. And that's going to be better for Roy. Because Roy's is 9.4, 36. Cool. So at least we have some better weapons as a result of that plasteel. Magical plasteel. It's going to be really cheap to make an intricate nose, so I'm going to have Matic do that first, and then we'll start to make the legs. I'm going to need to get some steel for the legs, though. So we're sending Klein up here. One of the issues is this bridge requires steel. Each piece of the tile of the bridge is 3 steel and 10 granite for a heavy bridge. So a lot of the steel got dumped into the bridge, which is why we don't have it available for smithing. All right. In the morning, we'll do a winter solstice. And I think one of the advantages is we'll have a full participation count because Sean joined. So we have an 80% chance of a positive solstice. And then there's a 5%. Then on top of that, if it's positive, there's a 10% chance if it's fun for miracle healing and a 30% chance if it's unforgettable for miracle healing. So it's not, I mean, it's probably, I didn't do the math. I'm going to do napkin math. Probably like roughly 1 in 8 chance that we get miracle healed. But that's better than 0. And that's the only way to get the kidneys back. There's no such thing as like medieval kidneys. It's hypothetically possible that I like have someone sell me one, but we don't do organ harvesting. That's abhorrent to us. No harvesting. So we're stuck sourcing our kidneys ethically by buying them on the black market. Alright, the critters seem to still have food, albeit not a lot. Bridge is still getting laid out. Everyone's awake. Yep. So let's do this. Room impressiveness is not as high as it could be. So, before we go in there, let's sow all of the plants. You wouldn't trust a medieval kidney dealer? I mean, I wouldn't either. Sounds sketchy as hell. Come on, everyone get there in time. Oh god, hurry! Hurry! 10! Okay, good. And it was fun! I'm not sure. I don't think we miracle healed. Missing kidney. Missing kidney. Yeah, we didn't miracle heal. Oh well, at least we had fun. Could have been worse. Yeah, the one time it worked, it was in the message. True. Just easy to miss those messages, I think. There's our steel. Thank you, Klein. Nocosphere, steady progress. Roy has learned more about the inner workings of the Nocosphere. It seems to have a single purpose, to inflict pain on those around it. He thinks he may be able to weaponize the Nocosphere, but first, you must study it more first. So we've got a 20th of the biovarite generation studied, so not a whole lot of advanced entity study yet. But it's, you know, you got to start somewhere. It is a little convenient that it freezes over, especially around the bridges, so that we can like lay out the bridges more with it without having to go for a dunk. That's at least been nice. Wow, the intricate nose takes a long time. I think what I'll do is I'm going to change the order and do legs first, because I was mostly looking at the cost of the project and not the work of the project. And it is a massively high work. We could have it be a little faster if I have it be a better temperature in here, though. I don't know if one fire is going to be enough, and I know that I'm already burning a lot of firewood because of the volcanic winters. Rough. But I think it will be worth it not to be hypothermic while we're trying to smith up artificial limbs. McGee within creativity. So you are construction 16. Let's have you make a double bed. Because I don't have enough jade to replace the jade furniture that I've made, so I might as well have you attempt a double bed instead. We're gonna need to send our tree cullers out to go tree cull some more trees, because I am basically out of timber. Losing a limb to hypothermia while making replacement limbs would be pretty silly. Yes, yes it would. Now it's still, work factor here is low because it's cold. Alright, that came out exactly what I was hoping for. Legendary. I'll take it. So, Lil and Matic, guess what? Things are going to get a little bit more comfy for you guys. I bet if I close this door, this room... Well, I could always tap the geyser there. But no, it's not too cold in here now. Major and Mike were fighting. He bit your leg. Yeah, having these proselytizers is a real pain. Especially how they are forcing me to go through my, like, somewhat limited medicine supply. Very obnoxious. Do not like at all. Was the original bed better than the double bed? Nah, it was, I think you mean the single bed for Mike. It's excellent and Mike's is good, so it is better, but I don't care. And animal herders are coming in. Cool. Serenity, you're not pregnant, are you? No? We're nearly out of corn, so we may have to resort to making meals only out of meat. Also, what the hell are these guys doing in my base? They're not part of the, yeah, they're not part of the animal trader. They just wandered in. Okay. Oh, you meant Klein and Valkas? Klein and Valkas is, masterwork. Oh, no. two that got in a fight are still in a break risk because of the insulted intense pain. Hey, look at that! I'm gonna buy their hay. Hell yeah. Let's sell some of the leathers to pay for it. And I'll even buy wood because we're low. No, that'll work. Well, I'm happy that they came by. So now we'll switch this over from hay grass or corn to hay grass again. Done. And that bridge is... it's getting closer to being laid out. We're still waiting on more of the... Alright, you know, how about this? Looks like we have a pretty decent amount of steel available. So I'm going to remove this from the close zone. I'm going to let Klein mine out here to finish the mining there. And then we'll do a haul to bring all that steel in. And then Klein will quarry up granite in the quarry. And we'll be able to finish that task soon. Yeah, there's a bunch of, they're like eating stuff within my walls. It's a little sketchy to hunt a boomalo, but I'm going to want to clear the animals from within the fortress. I don't want to close the door, because that would make me vulnerable to, you know, when a raid comes, they'll just, like, bash my walls, but... Seems like we have a lot of, pests nipping at our seeds. Alright, Klein is finishing the component mining, and that should help with the limbs. Nope, just... oh, shoot, hold on. The raids will bash my walls either way due to fog of war? Yes, but with that said, if these doors are open, what I can do is I can show myself and then hide and have them, like, lured to it. There's a little bit of, like, fudging that you can do with the fog of war lure. And that's what I'm hoping to do when raids show up. Is to be like, hey, peekaboo, I'm over here, and, like, get them to drag them through the zoning. Plus, animals won't do that. Animals will still, like, eventually path through gates, as we've seen before with, what was it, badgers, or porcupine, or whatever it was? Badgers, I think. So, for manhunter groups, you know, they'll still be lured that way, the old-fashioned way. Meaning it's worth it. Technically speaking, this this entryway is free passage as well. I ought to close that. Mike, I'm going to make you do it. You keep getting in fights, so I'm going to give you night duty. Cheers. So how's the limbs coming? A little over halfway done? Nice. Alright. Tomorrow will be a high priority haul except for the cooks, so we still have food to eat. And and also not Matic. Well, Matic never hauls, so that's not a problem. So we'll try to bring in the rest of the steel that we want. And then Klein should, now that there's nothing to mine outside, Klein will be quarrying. And we can already see the results of being done mining out there. I am not accepting that quest, sorry. If I had horses, I'd consider it, but the amount of time we spent marching out to that siege site, which was adjacent to us, because we're in a mountain range, right? We're in the Dread Forest Mountains or whatever. it's too risky for me to have to leave the base for an extended period of time to go help the kingdom without horses. Maybe one day we'll tame horses or buy them, but we haven't really had the opportunity in like years now. Oh, you know what? Let me turn off energy harvesting. Don't know why that didn't occur to me. I want to not piss this thing off so badly. So I'm not going to extract bioferrite off of it. I'm not going to harvest it for energy. I'm going to leave it mostly alone. So today's haul day, hoping to bring in the steel and the wood, because our steel and wood were really, really low. Matic might be able to finish a mechanical leg, and Lillian still has an inspired surgery for 1.2 days, so it'd be great to get that surgery going. I think probably I would do the surgery on Sean, as Sean has the worst leg. He has a leg efficiency of 74%, so he's the most to gain. Is it still in the allowed zone? They're not restricted, so yes. The whole map is allowed for those who can move. These 5. So we have 5, these 5 that are slow due to wounds or armor, and then these 5 that are fast because they're not wounded and not wearing armor. Well, relatively fast. Like 95 plus. None of them are like full speed, except for Avalka. Guests are enabled. Yep, they are indeed. Allow new guests. They just haven't wanted to show up yet. Oh god, that's a lot of shamblers. Okay. The army of the dead. Coming to mess with me. I don't know if they're going to take the lake or the south. I'll have Avalka sweep south to check if they're coming south. Because then I'll have to pivot my defense. And she's the fastest mover. Because I would have expected to see them here by now, but I haven't. They are set to wander. They're not assaulting. So I think my plan for this is to set everyone to close again and to set my animals inside and then have the close zone only allow them to go this way. So my brawlers are going to be set to island only, or island only, and then everyone else set to close. I'm going to, instead of engaging them, I'm going to try to avoid them. I know it's not exactly our mission, and maybe I do engage them, but definitely not at night when I'm at a light level movement speed disadvantage. Plus, I really wanted to get that surgery done with the inspiration, because herbal medicine is not exactly reliable, so being able to be inspired for a good surgery is kind of nice. Don't I have close mine over here? I do not, no. We finished that mining, so this is the close zone. They could hypothetically bump into each other here, but I'm going to get, like, warned about fighting way before that happens. Oh, no. Come on, man. Seconds from being done. Alright, Shawnee boy. See if the surgery goes my way. Yep. Much better. Okay, we're working on the next mechanical leg. Now that it's daytime, the shamblers seem to have, like, shuffled it towards me, so I think I'm actually going to fight this. I'm going to have my brawlers man the guns, and my rangers fire. And we can always, like, fall back if it's looking rough. Alright, they're definitely pissed. Major, your command is up for 8 more hours. That should be fine. Quit trying to convert me during a fight, you jerk. Good lord. Read the room. Alright, fallback time. Brawl. Oh, Range, go over here. Brawl. You go here. Klein, you prop that door open. Come on, zombs. Yeah, move it. Nope, Klein, stop walking forward. I told you to back up. Back up. Alright, allow the meat grinder to begin. Thankfully, some of them are skeletons. They're fully desiccated, which means they aren't going to cause lung rot. And then it's also below freezing. Not that that will stop a rotting corpse from outgassing, but it's something. They are definitely munching these walls. I'm gonna cancel this and move down there. Treat this as a brawler choke. Major, please don't have a cow, dude. Can someone spare a meal? They broke in. Got it. Well, That's gonna suck. We'll just do what we can. Sean, peek outside, see if they're flooding the courtyard. They aren't yet. So, Sean, I'm gonna have you stay on guard. I know you're anesthetized, but you're gonna be my watchman. But hold fire. Don't fire at will. What I'm hoping to do is to give them a target to attack. Actually, only a subset of them came inside. So, yeah, let's hug the wall, and we should be able to not engage this group, which didn't seem to be aggroed, and clear out this group, which is aggroed. Come on, I saw you guys. Spotted them a second ago. Yeah, yep. And then we can patch the gate before engaging the next group. I hear someone smashing walls, though. Somewhere. Over here? Yeah, they're in here. I see the footsteps. Get over here. Okay. Then the other risk, of course, is lung rot. Because of all the corpses. Good job, Sean. Alright, everybody stay inside for the moment. I'm going to expand the inside zone to allow the passages over here, but not outside. This is the safe area. And we need to do some corpse cleanup before we engage anymore. So prioritizing crematorium. And then Klein, let's have you go kill these things off, because I think they're, yeah, they just self-res. Finish him. Ivanka, you move a lot faster, so you cremate. Yeah, I see the doors open. I mean, it's a wooden door, so it's not really going to stop anyone, but yeah, I'll close it. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.